Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about an important aspect of the GTA Online Casino update that I think is going to have a huge impact on this DLC, and that has to do with debt, borrowing money, and security around the Diamond Casino and Resort. And to get a better idea on how I think this is going to work, we're going to look at GTA San Andreas, the only game that had accessible casinos with interactive gambling mini games that you could participate in. And one of the interesting parts about GTA San Andreas was how the security worked at these casinos, how borrowing money worked, and what the process of debt was like. So the three accessible casinos in GTA San Andreas are Caligula's Palace, the casino floor, and the Four Dragons Casino. And all three of those casinos, the players could gamble. And there's a variety of activities that CJ could wager money on. Now, I understand that this is single player, and I know that this isn't a game that came out, nearly 20 years ago, but I still think we can gather a lot of information on how the Diamond Casino and Resort is going to work in GTA Online. So one of the things that Carl Johnson could do was actually borrow money from the casino. So if CJ was gambling, he ran out of money, but he still wanted to play games, he could borrow money from the casino. However, this would lead to a negative amount of money. Now, if the money is not repaid within a certain amount of time, CJ will end up getting these very aggressive phone calls from loan sharks, essentially threatening him to pay up soon or he will be physically harmed. And this is what those phone calls sound like.
Hey, Mr. Johnson, just a friendly reminder that you owe me money. Don't be a stranger.
Young ho! What it?
Mr. Johnson, I hear you're in the neighborhood. Some of my associates will be paying you a visit to talk about your debts. Hello, Carl Johnson. You owe me money, and I would consider it polite if you paid it back. Understand? Carl Johnson, little bird told me you're in town. You should have listened to me and paid your debts. Mr. Carl Johnson, a records show that you owe me money. Probably just slipped your mind, but I thought I'd just jog your memory. A man of honor pays his debts, Mr. Johnson. You've left me no choice but to treat you with the same lack of respect you've shown me. Mr. Johnson, I haven't seen you for a while and you owe me money. Consider your position and that of your friends and family.
Ooh, very sorry.
I'm not a charity, Mr. Johnson. I'm a businessman. You should have paid up while you had the chance. Carl, I hope you're not spending too much cash, especially since you've owed me money for so long. Don't make an enemy of me, Carl.
Excuse me? No, slugger. Have you...
Mr. Johnson, I want my fucking money. I'm sending somebody round to pay you a little courtesy call.
All right, man, see it. You're trying this excuse me, son?
Carl Johnson, I hear you have a sister. Don't make me explain to her why you owe me so much money. I don't think you're getting the message, Mr. Johnson. I want my money. I'll let you negotiate with my, collection department.
Hi, cutie.
I'm a patient man, Mr. Johnson, but I'm also a businessman, understand? You owe me money, Carl. Think about it. The time for pleasantries is past, Mr. Johnson. You've given me no choice but to get a little more persuasive about your debt problems.
What's up, girl?
Mr. Johnson, you owe me money. A business relationship is built on trust and mutual respect. Think about it.
Bye.
Goodbye, my darling.
You had your chance to pay me, Mr. Johnson. You left me no option in this matter. I want my money.
So that's pretty spooky, right? Apparently, this guy was known as the businessman in GTA San Andreas, and he had around 8 different phone calls that he would have with you. So I'm starting to think, will the same thing be used in GTA Online for the Diamond Casino and Resort? If you're gambling and you run out of money, can you technically go into debt? And would loan sharks A, call you, but also B, come after you and try to get the money back? we've seen both of these things happen in Grand Theft Auto Online. I mean, Rockstar has already hit the nail on the head as far as annoying phone calls go. We've seen that for years now, and we've seen in various missions where randomly assigned NPCs will come after you, sort of as bounty hunters. So we've already seen this in Grand Theft Auto Online. It's just if Rockstar would introduce that into sort of a debt system for the casino. Now, if the money is still not repaid, loan sharks will actually come after CJ with micro Uzis and AK-47s and attempt to kill CJ. Now, what's interesting is the loan sharks carry a good bit of money on them. So if you basically kill them, you can almost repay all of their debt by picking up their cash. Now, these loan sharks were also only specific to Las Venturas. So if CJ went to San Fierro or back to Los Santos, they would not spawn at all and he would not receive the phone calls. So it's interesting that those only happened near the premises of the casinos in Las Venturas. So I don't know about you guys, but I think this would be a pretty cool feature that Rockstar introduced, sort of a debt system that the player had to keep track of. Now, I don't know how well this would work in a multiplayer version. Again, that's in GTA San Andreas, and that's, in single player only. So how would this work with modern games and in GTA Online? I think it would be interesting, but I'm not sure how Rockstar would be able to implement it. If you have a better idea on how that would work, again, you can let us know in the comments down below. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about in this video today. The second thing I want to talk about is how security at the casino is going to work. Because if it's going to be like a lot of the other businesses in-game, they will likely be guarded. Now, in GTA San Andreas, all of the accessible casinos, Caligula's Palace, the casino floor, and the Four Dragons, were all protected with security guards. So any unruly behavior would cause them to react aggressively and unable to use their facilities unless the player goes outside. So what would happen is if you did something bad in the casino, they would basically kick you out because everything inside would shut down. Like you couldn't gamble, you couldn't do any of the mini games. You'd have to go outside and come back in, essentially reloading the inside of the casino. Now, these security guards are also programmed to behave like police officers, in which the player will gain a 1-star wanted level if they fire a gun inside the casino, and CJ will proceed to get a 2-star wanted level if they are killed or he continues to retaliate against the security. So that has begged the question, how is security going to work at the Diamond Casino and Resort? Because not only have Rockstar talked about a lot of the cool things we're going to be able to do inside of the casino, but also outside of the casino as well. Are they going to create this like no-fly zone, no gun zone, no weapon zone outside the casino so that players can't be trolled? Is it going to be like every other business in-game where really you're only safe once you go inside? And then once you're inside the casino, will you lose access to your weapons? If it's like all the other properties and businesses we see in GTA Online, that's likely going to be the case, where once you go inside, you will lose the ability to fire your weapons and to basically harm others. I'm really hoping it's like that. The worst case scenario is if it's like the strip club in game, the Vanilla Unicorn, where there's A, no security at all, and B, anyone and everyone can just go in there, fire a grenade, and shut everything down. I'm really hoping that's not the case. Again, if it's like everything else we've experienced in GTA Online, I don't think there will be a scenario where players will be allowed to do that. Now, also, given what we've seen in previous Grand Theft Auto Online businesses and DLCs, there's typically like a security room or security upgrades that you can use. However, these have, for the most part, been about the business of the various properties that have been added. I'm not sure if there's going to be like a residential security upgrade or security room. There might be security cameras like what we see in the bunkers and even in the facilities, but I'm not sure if Rockstar are going to allow our players to use it in a practical way. This to me is going to be one of the make or break things surrounding this Diamond Casino and Resort, because if it's just a griefer's paradise where you've got oppressor Mark IIs and buzzards and hydras all over the place, it's not going to be a fun place to hang out. People are just going to feel like they're trapped in the inside. So I am hopeful that Rockstar do something about this that don't necessarily make it just a breeding ground for people to kill nonstop. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know how you think security, debt, loan sharking is going to work in Grand Theft Auto Online with the Diamond Casino and Resort. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos and Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.